in NCAA football 13. I'm a former quarterback. I love talking about quarterbacks and watching NCAA football nowadays. Teams are throwing it 40, 50, 60 times a game. In years past, we've only been able to throw one type of pass. So if you're throwing a lob, it would go really high, like a moon ball. We want to eliminate that. So now this year, there's 25 different trajectory zones. You'll be able to drop it in over linebackers if you're throwing it over the middle. If you see a safety down the middle of the field and you want to lead your receiver more inside and keep it away from him, you're able to do that now, all on the left stick. We've added 20 plus new dropbacks. For example, deeper routes like comebacks, the corner strike plays. The quarterback's going to take a 7-step drop. We've also added new screen drops. So this year, the quarterback's going to drop back for you faster. He's going to drift away, so then you can throw a little drop shot in there and complete the pass without worrying about getting set. Also now, when you're rolling out, you're not going to set up anymore. Your quarterback's going to stay on the run. But that being said, it's going to be more difficult to throw on the run when you're rolling to the left as a right-handed quarterback and throwing all the way back across your body to the right. You're not going to be able to get as much arm strength on it, so naturally it's going to be more likely to get picked off. So you're going to have to be careful in doing that, but you're going to be able to avoid sacks better.
All right. Okay, okay. What's up, YouTube? This is Crow Magnet. Guys, okay, this is of course, y'all know what this is. This is the first preview of NCAA 13. I know there's some mixed feelings about what we're seeing here, and I know it's what's called a pre-alpha build of the game. So we're looking at a more polished representation of the game come the 17th. I'll be looking forward to that. But you know, I'm gonna put a little bit of a different spin on this whole thing right here. Granted, you know, to EA's defense, they're coming out kind of early this year as far as showcasing what they have new on their game. Because usually, every year right around this time, we're in the middle of April, and usually we get a few screenshots and one trailer that doesn't really tell you a whole lot. You know, we don't really get any gameplay footage of NCAA until I think like late May or something like that, or June time frame. So they're coming kind of early, showing us, wanting to show us what they've been doing on this project here. So I give them props on that, you know, because they trying to show that they're really putting forth good effort to improve the game right here. And you know, after it's all said and done, it's still incremental improvements. It's still incremental changes. We're still not going to get that huge jump, that quantum leap jump from one year to the next. It's just not going to happen. Just incremental improvements, and you know, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. But you know, you want to make sure whatever it is that you're trying to improve on, that it's been addressed correctly. It's been rectified. All right, you tap into the core flaws of your game. Okay, and we'll just have to wait and see when we see a more polished gameplay engine come the 17th. But you know what? When I look at this video right here, I think of it as if when I'm watching a pharmaceutical commercial on TV. All right, when you watch a Prozac commercial or a Cialis commercial, something like that, Viagra, you know, because those commercials, they tell you what the drug is, but in the background they try to redirect you, because they don't want you to get too caught up on the bad side effects of that drug. All right, so they rig those pharmaceutical commercials to where you feel good about that drug, and you want to go buy that drug for whatever problem that you have. All right, but they don't want to rub in too much of what the side effects are. All right, it's redirecting, and that's what I feel like when I look at this preview right here, this video right here of NCAA 13. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about right here, because if you just listen to what this guy is saying, he's telling you what improvements, what changes have been that's been implemented into this game right here, and that's fine. That's fine. They're trying to make the viewers, us and myself, really lock in on what it is that they're improving on. But behind the curtains, in the background, it's still the same shit. You just look at what's going on the field and just mute out what the guy is saying. It's still last year's NCAA and maybe even the last 3 NCAA footballs. Because what I see in this video right here, the physics is just, the physics is still subpar. It is still subpar. I'm seeing dime cuttings. I'm not seeing good foot planting. The momentum factor of the defenders is not being respected when these guys engage in the tackle on the ball carrier. I mean, it is so yesteryear. It's right there, right in front of your face, if you pay close attention to what you see in this video right here. All right, I know it's a good sign that they're going to put in 25 different ball velocities. That's great. That's great. And then they got a new passing system up in there. That's that's good. I like, I'm looking forward to checking that out. And now the psychic DB. That's good. That's very good. Psychic DB, but you still see a little bit of mirror routing. You still see that. You still see the transition of the animations not being smooth enough. You're still seeing a little bit of that burst from these DBs in this video. You still see some of that sudden burst, that gusty burst of these DBs and even the receivers. All right, so the transition aspect of these animations is still unchanged. It's still the same as it was in the past. Let me just continue this video right here. Turn the sound back up.
When they don't see anything that's happening, they spin around and make a catch. They cut at the same time as the receiver cuts. From this year's version,
Did you see that DB?
before they can actually make a play.
Did you see how that DB, number 7, how he backpedaled? Let me go back. Okay, watch number 7. Watch the DB. Watch what he does. We'll go back a little bit more here. Trying to get back to where it was. All right, he's backpedaling. He gets out of his back pedal. Now he turns around and he starts to take off at full speed because he thinks the receiver is going to run a streak downfield. But watch what the DB does. See how he cut back so quickly? See how he dime cut to come back to the receiver because the receiver ran a curl route. He ran a shorter route. Run it back again. You see that? There was no foot planting whatsoever. There was no inertial forces that was being applied for him to change direction. I mean, he just cut on a dime and went back the other way. So the physics is still subpar. So now that's one area right there. Let's go to another one. Okay, now see these DBs, yeah, they are looking back for the ball to be thrown in their direction for them to try to make a play, try to bat it down or intercept it. But when these guys, it's still robotic. It is still robotic. Number 21, you see how he batted that ball down? It was the way he batted down. It was too it wasn't natural. It wasn't a natural reaction. You know, he turned, yes, he did turn to look for the ball, but he instantly just got his hand up and knocked the ball down, but there wasn't a natural exertion to what he did. It was too, that's what I mean by it was too robotic. It was too computerized. I hope I'm explaining this well of what I'm talking about here. You see how unnatural that bat down was? And then watch, let's go back to number 7. That number, yeah, let's go back to this one right here. See there? See how number 7 batted the ball down after he had turned around to look for the ball? I mean, he just stuck his hand up and batted down, and it just didn't look real enough. And then if you just look at this just by yourself, just look at this whole video again. Ignore what the designer is talking about. All right, that right there, that's mirror routing. You see a little bit of mirror routing. You see a little bit of, go back again, you see a little bit of, right there, you see, that's mirror routing right there. You see a little bit of a gusty burst in his speed right when he had made that interception. I wish I could show it in slow motion here. But if you just look at this video and just pay attention to the physics, pay attention to the physics of all the players in the background, the 2 players that are up close. Just pay close attention to the physics. And let me show this one last example that is really right here. Watch this. Let me go back. Did you guys catch that? And I've seen this. I know I have. I've seen this type of just poorly executed tackling mechanics on Madden 10, Madden 11, and even NCAA. All the NCAA's in the past, recent years, excuse me. But watch this right here. Okay. Now, number 22, he jukes, kind of slides to the right. The defender right here. Watch number 18. Watch number 18. See how he was able to. Right when the running back juked to the right, you saw number 18 kind of shift his momentum, kind of shift his pursuit at the same time that the ball carrier did his juke move. If you watch closely, and he did it at the exact. It was synchronized. He did it at the exact same time. It was simultaneous. You see that? You see how he shifted his pursuit angle right as the ball carrier had juked. Now this one right here, this is the big one right here. Okay, this defender right here, he's coming. Now this defender, he's coming at full speed. This is a bigger guy. This is a bigger defender. Look how big he is compared to number 22, the running back. Look how much bigger he is. Now, what do you think is supposed to happen in this particular situation right here? You have a bigger defender. He's coming at full speed. Number 22, he's about to get lit up. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is supposed to happen? What's supposed to happen is that the defender's forward momentum, because he's bigger and stronger, he should be able to wrap this guy up, hit him, and then this tackle should continue towards the sidelines. He should be able to knock him to the right, and the tackle should continue towards the sidelines. But watch what happens. As soon as he engages, sorry about that. As soon as the defender engages the ball carrier, he like yanks him back. You see that? How do you do that? How do you run at full speed, full momentum? You're the bigger guy about to tackle this smaller guy, and as soon as you grab him, you yank him back. You yank him back. How do you do that? See how you yanked him back? That was real quick. I wonder if EA kind of cut that off so that nobody could pick up on it. So the physics is it's a mess. Okay, it's a mess. It might have some new tackling animations. It might have some new catching animations and so forth, because now they got new ball trajectories. There's probably going to be better ball placement when you throw the ball to the receiver and all that jazz. It's got some new drop backs in there. That's great, but the physics is unchanged. So the big picture of the gameplay engine, there's not a huge improvement. There's not a big, huge leap. All right, it's just incremental improvements and change. That's all it is. But how the game's going to flow, how you're going to feel about it when you play it, it's still going to be the same. But you know, that's what I got out of it. You guys might have gotten something different out of it. Y'all might think, oh man, well they added this, they added that. This game should be off the chain. I don't think so. I don't think so. Incremental changes, guys. That's all it is. But we're going to see when they give us a more polished alpha build of the gameplay. I'm going to wrap this up, guys. It's good that they're showcasing this early for us. It's good, because I'm anxious to see what are they doing. What are they doing to improve the game? Some stuff are good, but in the background, the core of the gameplay, meaning the physics, is still the same. It's still the same as it's been the last good 5 years. This is Crow Man. I'm out. Peace.